My name is Mulvaney. I am a trans woman, and I am documenting my transition publicly on TikTok for the world to see. When people started watching and the numbers kept getting higher, I realized quickly how public my transition would be. Of course, I knew that there would be backlash and negativity. I try to not let the internet's words hurt me or my spirit. But do you know what does hurt? Seeing people in power and authority figures creating laws and bills that are actively trying to harm us trans humans, especially trans children. Our lives have become political talking points. Lawmakers in many states want to exclude us from participating in sports or getting proper health care. Some folks want to decide where we can use the bathroom.
So I'm in the bathroom in the art building at ASU, and I see this. I just have to double check and make sure, but I think Yep.
My name is Amber Mum. I use she, her pronouns. I'm a member of the St. Cloud Hive of the Parents and Allies of Trans Youth, the Transgender Movement for Liberation, and a member of the Tea Time Support Group run by the Aliveness Project. I am also a proud transgender woman, but more importantly, I am the mother of two wonderful transgender and gender expansive children.
So, given that half of LGBTQI plus youth in this country are considering suicide, we need to take these recommendations with a sense of urgency. And it is just so challenging and tragic that even after decades of social progress, the most vulnerable among us continue to suffer, including LGBTQI plus individuals of color, youth, seniors, and immigrants. Transgender women of color who live at the intersection of multiple systems of oppression, that intersectionality, are even more likely than the general population to suffer not just discrimination or bullying, but actually violence and even murder. Thus, this is a day-to-day reality that many Americans face. And again, we have not made progress unless we have all made progress.
Okay, so I think you can sum up what we should be doing in like a very simple phrase that Joe Biden uses, but other people use a lot as well, which is, don't compare me to the almighty, compare me to the alternative. Yeah. And I kind of touched on this a little bit, but in any of those categories, that's what we need to be doing more of. Every election is a choice. You are choosing between two options. You are choosing between two visions of what the country should look like, what we should be fighting for. I do think, look, one thing on the Republican and their side, there are some people, and maybe many, and maybe I'm just being overly optimistic, who actually believe we should be doing horrible things and targeting transgender kids. I don't like to think about those people. I don't want to be their friend. But there are also a fair number of them who don't want to talk about inflation, the economy, COVID, any of these issues, because they have no plan and they have nothing to say. And they're like, you know what we should do? We don't know what to do about costs or COVID. Guess what? Let's target transgender kids. And that's a reality as well. Yeah. And so I actually think we can talk about all of these things. And what we really need to be mindful of is always comparing with what the other option is and what the alternative is.
There is evidence that we do not have widespread socially created phenomenon of transgender self-identification.
Wrong. So I feel very, very strongly that that you should have every single solitary right, including use of your gender identity bathrooms in public.
Thank you.